Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on a specific technique, IELTS reading, note completion.
Mm,
Our mission really is to map out a solid method for this task, give you a clear strategy to, pull out information efficiently.
exactly. And okay, the setting here is a test, the IELTS, but honestly, the skills underneath.
Hmm.
Synthesizing info, spotting those key details. They're just so valuable everywhere. If you want to get up to speed on something quickly, these are the kinds of techniques that really help.
Right. Okay, so let's unpack that. This note completion task, what does it actually look like? It sounds a bit more involved than just filling in some blanks.
Oh, it is, yeah. Basically, you get these notes, often bullet points, maybe a short paragraph, and they've got gaps in them. Your job. Fill those gaps using info from the main reading passage. But, and this is the tricky part, the text almost never uses the exact same words. You're looking for synonyms, you're looking for paraphrasing the same idea, just said differently. And crucially, whatever you fill in has to make sense grammatically in the note itself.
Gotcha. So it's not just word matching. It's about understanding meaning
Mm.
and structure. Okay, this is where it gets interesting than the actual procedure. Let's walk through the steps.
Let's do it. So, step one, read the instructions carefully, especially anything about how many words you can use for each blank. That's key. Then, step two, you skim the notes themselves. Highlight key ideas, but the really vital bit here is trying to predict the kind of word needed for each blank. Is it likely to be a noun, a verb, an adjective, maybe an adverb? What's fascinating is that just predicting the part of speech, well, it gives you a massive head start. It narrows things down before you even hunt in the main text.
That makes a lot of sense. Thinking ahead about the grammar sort of sets up guardrails for your search. I like that.
It really does. Okay, so step three. You tackle the first blank. Find the part of the main text that seems to relate to that specific note. And remember, you're actively looking for those synonyms or paraphrased ideas. If the note mentions, say, effects of technology, the text might talk about impacts of digital tools or something similar.
Right. Different words, same core meaning.
Exactly. Then, step four. Once you think you found the answer, double check. Does it fit the grammar you predicted? Does it match the word limit precisely? This grammatical check isn't just about rules either. It ensures the meaning fits correctly within the context of the note. That's really important. Why is that detail so vital, you might ask? Because it confirms comprehension.
Yeah, it's about finding the perfect fit, not just a fit. Precision is key.
Totally. And then the final step, step five, you write down your answer. And then you just repeat that whole process for the next blank and the one after that. And here's a really helpful tip for this specific task. The answers in the reading passage almost always appear in the same order as the blanks in the notes.
So the text follows the order of the questions.
Yes, which, in a test scenario is a huge clue for efficiency. But thinking bigger, this sequential nature reinforces a broader skill, navigating information effectively. Knowing where to look next saves you so much time compared to just rereading everything randomly.
So tying this all together, what does this detailed process mean for you, the listener, when you're just trying to, learn something new quickly and properly?
Well, it shows that having a system, almost like a detective's approach, to break down information works wonders. It turns dense text into something manageable, into insights you can actually use. By focusing on structure, keywords, and how ideas can be rephrased, you can pull out exactly what you need, and usually much faster.
So here's something to think about. How could applying this kind of meticulous step-by-step method, identifying the key details, predicting grammar, spotting those paraphrases, how could that change the way you approach any information you read? Could it help you cut through the noise and grab those critical insights much more quickly, much more accurately, whatever the source might be?